Yeah, hello guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you according to the time you are listening to this particular voice on watching this video. Now, today I'm going to be telling you some secrets. I'm going to be teaching you some secrets on how to avoid witches attacks. Yes, how to avoid witches and wizard attack. Yeah, you all know most of the problem a lot of people are facing today is a lot of witches attack and the rest. And for those on my WhatsApp group, I taught you three to four people that ritual work will not work for, which I make family. I talk about family calls. I also talked about witches and wizard. I talked about spiritual husband and wife. I also talked about sex and masturbation. So today I'll be talking about I'll be teaching you guys how to avoid the witch attack. Yeah, which uses series of ways to attack people. The methods they are using in the olden days in our forefather time is the same method they are using today. So witches are using this proven method to terrorize people, to destroy people's destiny, to delay people's destiny. So today I'll be teaching you some of those secrets. And then if you find this video helpful, kindly like, subscribe, and comment in the. I want you to drop it in the comment section. I want you to drop a comment in comment section. Say that well, whoever is from any witches, or let me put it this way, any witch or wizard that is after my life will not see the end of this year. I want to put it. Whoever is after my life, any witch or wizard that is after my life will not see the end of this year. There is power in affirmation, so I want you to comment that on the comment section. Now, I will give you some instance. Then I will give you some instance. Then I will now tell you how to avoid them, the way they operate, and once you know the way they operate, and I also teach you guys how to avoid their attack. Now, I know of a man, and the man was very strong man. He has a lot of charms. So the witches and wizards try as much as they can to get to him, but they couldn't. One day, there's a woman that they are very close, so quite long they didn't meet. So the woman came to the man and said in the language that, ah, quite a long time I didn't even see your face. See my face, so I'm here. Oh. They greeted. So that night they came to his house. When they came to his house that night, so the charms were like try to protect them to attack the man. They told the man, were you not there? They told the charm that, were you not there in the afternoon when we say, quite long. Quite long. I did see your face. I said we should see your face. So we came to see the face. So the charm has no choice but to give them space to attack the man. So that's how they operate. God has given you your own power, which is your mind and your mouth, your tongue. And witches and wizards can never attack you until you give them that permission to attack you. Yes, witches and wizards can never attack you until you give them that permission to attack you. Yes, the permission may neither come from you, from your mother, or your father. Out of these three people, if the permission does not come from any of them, there's no other person that can give that permission to hold you. And probably if you are married, your wife or your husband can give that permission as well, so that they can hold you, or your sister, anybody that is closely related to you, being it your sister or maybe your sister or your brother, can give that permission. They uses the words of people against them, and there are sometimes they use it directly to get words from you to use against you. So as long as like the woman said, there was a woman that confessed in my presence when I was in the palace, and they said, if no, if your relatives, especially your mom or your dad's heart is not on it, there is no way witches and wizards can harm you, except if you step on the person's toe, the person will now use what you say or what you did to fight against you. Okay, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say in essence is that witches and wizards cannot just come and attack you. There must be particular something they will hold on to that they will use against you. So when the Bible said, be careful of your words, when the Quran said, be careful of your words, they were not saying it just to punish, but just to say it's to control, as in it's for our own good, because whatever you utter, the witches and wizards will use it against you. Whatever you utter, the witches and wizards will use it against you. I know of a woman that in my village, I know of a woman that the woman was beating the daughter in the evening around that guy 7. So when as he was beating the daughter, so he was trying to scare the daughter mom. Because he knows the daughter is aware of staying in a darkness. He took the daughter to the back and said, see you, make una see you, I give una dash una. So he left. The daughter was trying to run after the mother. So do you know that the next day, that day night, that girl died? And when they found out, they were saying that it was the mother that give her out. They say when she was saying there was a spirit, I say take her, give her. So they took her. Sorry. So you as a mother, you as a father, you as a brother, you as a sister, you as a husband, you as a sister, a husband, or you as a wife, be careful of the kind of words you say about your relative. Even if your brother has, you have not been hearing from your brother, or maybe your husband or your wife is doing something wrong, or your sister, be careful of the word, because once you say something to someone, my husband is doing me this, or my wife is doing me this, or my brother do this me, or my son, for the past 1 month, my son did not even call me. My son did not even call me, and my son is this, my son is that. You are not a witch, you as a mother, but they will take those your words to go and use it. Say, "Hey, he's not calling the mom, so let's suffer him." So they indirectly they will say they are fighting for the mom. So that's why you, as those people I just mentioned, be you mother, father, especially mother, father, be careful of what you say about your children. For those words they will use against then when they took them to the coven. And another method they use is this. Witches and wizards, they are very, very, very cunning. Yes, they are very, very cunning. If they want to use the words of a mouth against you, maybe they have not gotten anything they hold on to. Somebody might just call you on the phone from the village, will just call you on the phone. They will say, quite a long time I didn't hear from you. How are you managing? You say, I'm managing. You probably great, but 89 they will take you to that coven. They will say, when I called him, said he's manager, so let's make him to manage. You see, it's your words in your mouth. They will directly get away from your mouth and use it against you, because God has not given them power over you, but you are only the one that will give them words to use against you. So by the time somebody call you next time, say, how are you managing? I'm just giving it as a result of way. How are you managing? Tell the person, I am not managing. By God's grace, I'm doing very, very fine. I'm doing very, very fine. If you just say I'm not managing, I'm managing, say I'm doing very, very fine. And I say it, December time is coming and you are going to the village. When you give somebody money, I always say this, anytime you give money to somebody, name that money. When you are giving some money to somebody, hey uncle, take this money, recharge card money, take this money for recharge card, take this money for biscuit, take this money for pure water. Any money you are giving, name it. Don't just give somebody take this, take or take this money without naming it, because that money can be used to draw more money to attack you in the witch ring. But by the time you name that money, they will never be able to use that money against you. This is another way they operate as well. So be careful of what you say to people about yourself. Be careful of what you say about your brother, your sister, your wife, or your husband. Be careful about what you say about your son or your daughter. For those words you say might be thinking, I use against that particular person. No matter how angry you are, be careful of your words. And when you are giving money out, try as much as you can to name that money. Another very important thing you need to know is this. Witches and wizards cannot come out from another family to come and attack another family, except there's somebody in the family that invited them. I come again. Witch cannot come out from another family to attack. So it is a witch in a family that will invite other witches from another family, telling them this, telling them that. So for few things I just mentioned, now if you do not understand, go back and listening to those voice again. For if you can master some of those things I just taught you now, you'll be very, very what? You'll be able to avoid witches and wizard attack. For they cannot ever attack you until you give them permission, or your mom give them permission, or a close relative give them permission to.